So I just feel like there's somebody coming in for you, okay, that's gonna make you feel good. I don't really have much more than that right now. We've got High Priestess and King of Cups. I feel like this is maybe for femmes seeking masks, maybe a love reading. It's just somebody that's going to meet you on the level of intuition that you're on right now. King of Cups made it to the bottom again. Seven of Cups and Ace of Wands in the reverse. You don't think it's real. You don't think it's real. You feel like you're in a place where you really don't need anybody. And somebody may surprise you. I know, I'm getting uncomfortable saying that too. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me, okay? The Empress, and we had the High Priestess as well. Yeah. Somebody's in their queen era. Somebody's like, I don't know, just like I feel relaxed thinking about it, whoever this is for, somebody who's really relaxing into their femininity, and really loving themselves on a consistent basis now. Like you are getting, I don't want to say high off yourself, but kind of like you just really love who you are. You really love your own company, whether or not anybody's there. And in fact, so you are drinking yourself in. You're bringing so much love to yourself in your solitude that it's just so luxurious and it feels so good to just be able to be like, not performing for anybody. And it seems like maybe you were in constant performance. I really feel like this is going out to feminine people. Masculines, I love you though. So, but maybe you're relating, stick around. Maybe something will poke out at you. Maybe you're the masculine seeking this feminine. Like maybe there's somebody, maybe you're sending out a signal. You're at the same time, What else? Like, come on. I know, it's so awkward. I don't usually do love readings. I just feel like this is definitely a love reading. Yeah, I shy away from these, usually. I have my own personal, trauma. Okay, so this is a love reading. This is for a feminine person who is seeking I don't want to say seeking. Maybe seeking. Just like, what else? It just feels like you want somebody who is building themselves in the same way that you're building yourself. This is the Pentacles. It's very in the physical, just the way they present themselves. It has to be somebody who is very secure in themselves. Like a masculine presence. This could be for queer people if you consider yourself a more femininely presenting queer person, or femininely, feeling more feminine on the inside, or taking a more feminine approach to everything that you do, and you're seeking someone who sort of feels like structure, like you are a flow person, and it would be nice to have someone who has a very flexible structure, in their demeanor. And it feels like you haven't ever had that before. You've never even never seen a healthy example of it before. And so, yeah, maybe maybe some fuckboys have come around and you're like, nah, like, oh, I was crushing on you like 15 minutes ago, but right now it was just a crush. Like you're realizing what limerence is. And it's like, it could be, I guess, maybe like embarrassing, or something like you feel shame around, like wanting somebody and then not wanting them, and then being like, what the fuck was that? Like, what am I doing? It's just limerence. Like it's not a bad thing. You're just refining what you want. It's just like, I heard you're at a buffet. Okay. You're at the buffet of life right now. And I don't mean to dehumanize anybody, okay? I am also a songwriter. I get poetic. Okay? So scroll. If you don't like it, scroll. Or say something. Okay, I need to I need to calm down. This reading. Oh my God. Okay, Ten of Cups, like Ten of Cups energy. Total emotional fulfillment. Total like just like peace with somebody. Like it has to be like your person. Like the bar is here, like way in heaven. The bar is like so high for you right now. And if anybody comes to meet that bar, awesome. But also, whoa, like, is the other shoe gonna drop? You know, you definitely feel that hesitance to move into this energy, but I'm saying it's kind of undeniable, at least for today. You know, hold on. Okay, I can't believe I'm doing a love reading on Valentine's Day. I really didn't intend it. I just got this wave. Okay, so I think that your thing is power dynamics and balance there, and emotionally you're like I keep saying, you're good. Like you're in such a good place emotionally with yourself right now, and realizing like how much power you really do have, and how much, you know, how interesting you are to yourself, and just genuinely taking care of yourself 100% of the time. Like that is number one. What do I need? And then this is showing me, the Six of Pentacles is showing me that you've been in relationships where you are greatly taken advantage of, and but groomed to see that as normal. And so now it's really scary to think about like being provided for, or someone giving you something without strings attached, you know, without signing an invisible contract, or, you know, getting the rug pulled out from underneath you. Or maybe conversely, like if you're providing for yourself, you're worried about kind of like emotionally nurturing this sort of immature masculine who basically is like projecting his mommy issues onto you and like is not okay with you being independent because he sees you as a threat there. Yeah, a lot. Excuse me. A lot came out. Okay, Judgment and Knight of Wands. Men, I keep saying men, but masculine people may be very hasty to approach you at this point, I think. And like you're right now still, like I said, like protecting your peace so much that you feel like you kind of have to be on guard, or, you know, like I guess there's still wounding there. Like your trauma is still activated by, any kind of masculine approach, and that isn't such a bad thing because you've learned, you know, that that's dangerous. And like it's systemic and societal and historical, you know, it's anthropology. That's what I'm trying to say. My words. Judgment is after Knight of Wands. You just judge yourself too harshly over all of this. Like, this is why you're just like, I want to go back to my peace. Once you get, you know, like activated or by somebody paying attention to you, it's identified as a threat. And then you kind of, maybe you, you know, you'll second guess yourself, or it's just like so polarizing. Like you a little bit self-abandon in that moment, or in those moments after you're triggered. But now this idea is coming to you, like maybe it can work out, you know, maybe it isn't impossible, but it's definitely not something you're going to rush into. Like, I'm not going to be one of those readers that's like, oh, someone's going to approach you in this many days, because I don't really know. But what you're really doing here isn't actually like partner seeking. No, you're bringing together your own parts. You're marrying yourself, right? You're making your choices for you all the time. And that doesn't feel like it can fit into a partnership right now, but it could. If it does, I think I'm going to have to go into a part two. Yeah, let me go into a part two.